Welcome again to the SkullKing Sports Micro Podcast presented by Finish First Fantasy Advisors. Get personalized help and advice for your fantasy season this year. From setting up your draft strategy to in-season help with waiver wire pickups and start-to-sit decisions, go to www.finishfirstfantasy.com to find out more today. My name is Ryan Skullrud. I am the founder and editor of SkullKing Sports. And in this micro podcast, we will touch on the biggest sports stories of the day, June 15th, 2020. In NASCAR, Denny Hamlin wins the Dixie Vodka 400. He is the first 3-win driver of the season. It's also the 40th of his career. Hamlin is also the first driver since Martin Truex Jr. last October to go on to win the race after winning both the first and second stages of the race. There were multiple rain and lightning delays that kept the race from starting on time and even stopped the race multiple times. The next race is the Geico 500 at Talladega Superspeedway on June 21st. In golf, Daniel Berger wins the Charles Schwab Challenge. Berger won in a one-hole playoff with Colin Morikawa after Morikawa's par putt lipped out to extend the playoff to another hole. Jason Kokrak, Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Rose, and Xander Schauffele all tied for third at -14 on the weekend. The next tournament, starting this Thursday, is the RBC Heritage at the Harbortown Golf Links in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Last week, MLS announced the groups for their World Cup-style tournament. The tournament will start on July 8th at ESPN's Wide World of Sports Complex in Orlando. Specific matchup dates and the full broadcast schedule will be announced at a later date. In basketball, the WNBA announced their plans to tip off the 2020 season. The season will be held at IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. Beginning in July, the IMG Academy will be home to the league's 12 teams, including housing, training camps, 22 regular season games per team, and traditional playoff format. In the MLB, the league has released a statement about the discussions with the Players Association. Commissioner Manfred is now saying that there is a fear that there will not be a season this year. Just last week, he said that there was a 100% chance of there being a season. Neither side looks willing to give any room for negotiations to the other side. In the NFL, the Players Association is planning for a salary cap adjustment for the 2021 season. Reports indicate that having no fans in the seats this season will cost the league at least $3 billion in revenue. Also in the NFL, Kyle Shanahan is reaching an extension agreement with the 49ers. The new deal is for 6 years, leaving him with the reins on the field through the 2025 season. Details on the monetary amount of the contract have yet to be released. You can read more about some of these stories along with others on our website, SkullKingSports.com, or you can find us on our various social media channels, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. I am Ryan Skullrud, and this has been the SkullKing Sports Micro Podcast.